Okay, so I ran a straw poll a few days ago asking who you want me to be for my manager career mode, and it was a unanimous vote. It was the Tigers. There was over 157 votes made, as well as lots of comments as well. And yeah, a lot of people wanted the Tigers. It actually surprised me, to be totally honest with you. But I did go ahead and I've decided to be the Tigers manager, and I'm pretty happy about that. The reason being the squad that we've got. We've got a fair bit of experience. We've got a fair bit of youth. We've got a pretty good mix, I'd have to say. Obviously, we got a lot of youngsters who are a little bit raw, and it takes some time for them to come good. But you also got some absolute gems like Tedesco, Marty Tapau. But there is a few things that I'll need to make clear with this. So I'll have to sit down and have a nice little chat to Robbie Farah and say, you know what, 2014, 2013, 2012, not being good years. Is it your fault? No. It's just a good thing that I'm your coach, because I really don't think you'll get along with Jason Taylor. So yeah, it's a positive for you there, Robbie. But yeah, you need to just stop being a bit of a dickhead to the coaches, and I think we'll get along alright. So now that we've got that cleared, we can go and get into the full career mode. So let's get it started. So the first thing that we're going to be doing as a Tigers coach is the Auckland Nines. So Auckland Nines, obviously it's a nice little tournament. It's only this was the second year if we're going to start in 2015 season, not including the real life one. So this is the second one that Tigers are participating in, and I think we do have a lot of good players who suit it. That being said, though, it's not like a priority for me. I don't really care. It's just a little bit of fun just to see how we're going, and if we win games, we win games. If not, it's not the end of the world. I can live without an Auckland Nines trophy, although it would be nice. In terms of team lineups, that sort of stuff, it's a little bit of a headache to try and figure out what I want. Like, I didn't want to pick Robbie Farah, not because of Robbie Farah, whatever. I just don't want to risk an injury. Same could be said for people like Aaron Woods and Tapau and all that, but I just wanted to have a bit of a go with him and see what it's like playing with forwards, because, quite frankly, I haven't really had too much success with the forwards or whatever. So, Auckland Nines, I think, is a great place to do this, and this video is just going to be going over the group stages. If we do progress any further, they'll be in the next video, and then if not, just be more preseason games and that sort of stuff. But so far, it's been all us against the Raiders, although we haven't put points on the scoreboard, so a little bit disappointing in that sense. But in terms of actually playing the game, we've been dominating. However, we do give away a pretty stupid penalty there. Just Aaron Woods. I really thought we were onside, but obviously we weren't. Now, Raiders are going to be throwing the ball around, which I find happens a lot on these difficulties. They just throw it around, and I was playing on the hardest difficulty at one stage in Auckland Nines, and all they do is just pretty much just throw it from the left side to the right side. It's a bit ridiculous, and I'm glad I ended up changing the difficulty, which I have. I'm on the second hardest difficulty, which is where I think I'm going to stay at. It's the funnest one for me personally. So there was a little bit of a thing I showed earlier. I'm not sure what's to go with offsides and that sort of stuff. It doesn't really seem to work that great, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't really matter. Now another break up here on the fourth and last, I should say. We end up running it. We get it to Curtis Sirinen, who found himself on the wing, which the halves tend to do. I'm not sure how positions exactly work on this, because it doesn't really say positions, but I find Brooks and Sirinen, who are playmakers on this game, or in the Nines in our side, they tend to find themselves on the wings a lot. Now, this is the second dropout we've had in a row, to be honest, and we're going to end up scoring from this. Mania Charrington goes over, and he's going to score. I really, really tried to get the bonus try, but in the few times I'd played the Auckland Nines game on here, I ended up going for that and got tackled and either went over the dead ball line or a few things like that where I got held up, and I didn't want to risk that. Wanted to get the try, because pretty much 6-0, I can live with that. We can just hold the lead, which is what we're going to do here. 18 minutes is up. Jared Croker ended up getting the ball back. I thought there was a chance for a try from us, to be totally honest with you, but didn't end up that way, and we end up winning the game 6-0 against the Raiders, and I'd say that's actually a really nice victory, because I think Raiders have a pretty nice side for the Nines. I think Titans are a danger side for us here. Like I said earlier, I don't really care about the Nines, but we're in the competition, so may as well, have a good crack at it with these players that we've got. Titans have got a lot of speedsters, a lot of speedsters. Now, in the first game, Pat Richards ended up getting the ball, and we ended up, getting the ball back and having a great start. A little bit opposite to this one. They end up getting the ball, making a break right from the start, but, not going to affect us too much. Now you might be wondering, if you didn't catch it at the start, why Nguama wasn't there. Why is he at fullback? Where's Tedesco? Where's a few of these other players? And I just wanted to rotate my squad similar to real life, really. And just have a look at different players, see what they can offer. I mean, I know Auckland Nines is a whole different game, but in terms of, you can figure out, who's fast, who, all that sort of stuff, who's effective with a ball pretty much, who can defend, etc., etc. There's a lot of things that you can take out of the Auckland Nines in my eyes. So 0-0 it was at half time. I think you can say we're a little bit unlucky maybe to not be leading, or at least have a try or so, but it is what it is, and we couldn't get that final try, or not the final try, we couldn't get a try. Tim Simona went up the wing straight from the kick-off, and I find the kick-off is the perfect chance for you to go and, at least make a line break. Now, we made a line break up the wing there, and I can't remember who it was who actually threw the pass. Maybe it was Pat Richards. I doubt it was, and we had Tedesco who came across at fullback, couldn't quite get the person under control, as he ended up getting a last pass off, and they scored with Simpkins, I think it was. So that's the first try we conceded in our manager career mode, whatever, and in our nines tournament. So I'm not too concerned at this point. I really felt like we could score a try, but I do hate chasing points, so ideally would love to be in front. But as you can see, we're not having any problems creating the breaks. It's just a matter of turning those half chances into tries, and we haven't been able to do that, and it's something I think I'm probably going to struggle with for a little while on this game. As you can see, we just conceded a really, really soft try there. Far lower, just powering himself over there. I'm not sure who we ran over the top of, but I'm finding it really hard to contain sides when they get into that sort of field position. That's what they just tend to do, and we're just going to launch a really nice attack here. Game's pretty much over, but we thought we'd go for a try, and I don't even think I realised at the time what the time was. But lots of inside passes and change of directions. We've got to find Chris Lawrence running for the bonus zone, and as you can see, 18 minutes is up, so there's no chance of actually getting back into the game, but it's nice to not have the big donut next to our scoreboard. And I thought I'd take advantage of the replay system, and let's take a look at it. So lots of inside passes here, end up on the left hand side here, going to cut back in, really nice little step, and I'm going to throw an inside pass here. I think that might have been Tedesco, and the ball ends up I'm not even sure who it was, Brooks maybe. Then an inside pass to Chris Lawrence, and Chris Lawrence has an open gap there. Just runs into it. Number 12, chasing hard, and Chris Lawrence on the game, a centre or a 5'8". A little bit disappointing. I was hoping he was going to be a second row, but I think that's where we're going to play him anyways. Seems to have pretty good stats for that position. A little bit disappointed we can't get in-depth stats on here to try and figure, in-depth attributes or whatever, to try and figure out what position would be their best. But I'll take the Tigers' word for them. They're playing at second row right now, and we do have some pretty good centres at the club already. I mean, Kevin Nguama's rated quite well. Tim Simona is rated quite well as well. And then we've got Keith Leo, who's actually rated really well on this game as well. So we've got a few options for the centre position. Second row we're pretty light on. Now, going into this game against the Warriors, for us to progress, it's a must-win. Same for the Warriors as well. If Warriors lose, I think they're out in front of the home fans that don't really want to be doing that. So we're expecting a really tough game, and a tough game I think it was. So 4 minutes in, we had a nice little chance there. Didn't really work out, but fourth tackle, we're going to be running it. Now we get the ball, cut back inside, there's the try line, going for it. Thought I'd go for the inside pass, and they read it so well, and Tim Simona gets it dragged back. Like, not only was the last tackle, and I was thinking, oh man, tackled, but they also, dragged us back there. And Chris Lawrence went super close there, didn't get held up or anything, just couldn't get it down. But once again, don't think it was Simona at the time, I think it was Sirinen maybe, or maybe it was Simona, I can't really remember, but whoever it was got driven back there. Now we're going to be running it on the last, and it's not really going to work out too well. But it does end up working out quite well. In terms of us, what did we do? Nothing really that great, but the Warriors threw an intercept, and that's something that I would liken to Rugby League Live 2. The sort of intercept you'd throw in there, where you get the ball and you don't really realise you got the ball and just throw an intercept, or it throws to the wrong player. However, though, Warriors going to strike right back here, or not like entirely, as you'll see. Paddy Richards, he's going to run him down here. I'm not even sure what that red does, but did really well to make that tackle, and that led us to half-time as well. So it was a super important tackle there, and gives us a chance ourselves here. Keith Galloway, probably not the one you'd want in space, but I mean, we'll take it. It's better off having him in space than having nobody in space. Now, Aaron Woods had a nice little palm there, and it's really disappointing that we couldn't capitalise on that. Tedesco with the final pass, which was knocked down into Sam Tompkins' hands. So, like I said, quite disappointing we couldn't capitalise on that, but it is what it is, and we've got another chance here, getting it out to Curtis Sirinen, who is quite slow. So we find ourselves up 6-0 against the Warriors in front of the home fans. Not too long to go. We just got to hold on. And as you can see here, fourth tackle. We started to just take a little shot. Sort of spur of the moment. Pat Richards ended up with the ball. I'm not sure if Brooks or someone got tackled, but yeah, Richards was the one who ended up with the pass to playmaker and thought I'll just have a shot. Got great contact with it, just couldn't end up converting that. It went a little bit wide. They got the extra tackle, but we ended up getting intercepted. I think it was Marty Tapau. Jumped up and grabbed the ball, which is quite spectacular. And then to finish off the game, Kevin Nguama had a little bit of a break. I didn't realise there was nobody really ahead of us. Could have just pinned the ears back, but I think we would have got run down anyways. But yeah, another great victory. And I'm only doing the group matches this episode, like I said earlier, and the next one will be going over our finals game against whoever we're taking on, as well as any other preseason games, should we not get any further in those Auckland Nines finals, because we're definitely in it with the 2 wins, 1 loss. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, that's where the video is going to end. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, very much appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, and hopefully all those people who voted for the Tigers are quite happy with themselves. And yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke and YT. Flagship page in the description below. And if we can hit 30 likes, that'd be awesome. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.